Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy McGuidelines here, and today we have a new video. You could probably tell by the title and the map already, but today we got a new cheat review. If you see the title, you could tell that it is Aimware, and this is a long time coming, guys. This has been a long time coming. Aimware, I'm just gonna tell you guys, is probably the best cheat for CSGO in my opinion. It's basically got everything you'll ever need in a CSGO cheat, and it's got lifetime, so I mean, you could buy that shit and never have to worry about having to buy a cheat in CSGO again. Menu is probably like the most basic thing you've ever seen. It looks just like any other copy-pasted cheat you would ever see. Basically, like if you saw an Aimware paste, this is what the menu would look like, just with way less features because it's a shitty paste. But let's get right into it. So, first of all, they got legit bot with different customizable settings for like all the weapon classes. And they got rage bot, probably one of the best public rage cheats out there. It's got a lot of settings. They got visuals. They have so many fucking visuals, they need 2 pages for this shit. So they got miscellaneous options too. They got speed hack and slow-mo, just in case you ever needed that shit. They got colors, so you can change the colors for all of your needed ESP options. GUI, you can get into that later. This is where you change your GUI color options. And then they got settings for like configs and stuff, hotkeys to change through configs, and then you could uninject the cheat right here. I've already got a config loaded up, or I already got like my own config for this cheat, so let's load that shit in there. And let's just I'm gonna demonstrate the legit bot right here. So oh, that's weird. Oh, forgot the RCS isn't 100% perfect. Alright, so this legit bot setting is for like really legit, I'd say. I mean, just to make it legit, we'd basically just have to turn off visuals, and then damn, that's like legit hacking. But it's basically like one of the best cheats for legit settings. You can make it look really obvious and really legit. Demonstrating making it obvious, I just set the FOV higher and smoothing lower. You can see that now, how it flicks. So yeah, let's just set that around there, not around there. That's pretty legit. If you guys want this config, tell me in the comments below, and I'll definitely be sure to give you guys the config. Ragebot settings, I'm not sure. Oh, I do have some shitty settings in here. This is basically what you need for rage botting with on a casual server without any anti-aims on or anything like that. It's just for fun. And then visuals, alright, so this is probably one of the best cheats for visuals, I'd say. In my opinion, it's got like the best visual settings. Let me show you guys why right now. Let me actually turn off the skin changer. Alright, let's use this little guy here for an example. We'll do that. Alright, so they, like I said, they have 2 fucking pages for visuals. This shit's insane. So they got box ESP, static, and dynamic. If you guys don't know what that means, dynamic basically means the size of the box can change, varying on like their angle and their distance from you. Static means it'll never change. So it's going to be the same rectangle being drawn the whole time without changing its pixel size or anything like that. And then they got box outline, just if you like the nice thicker boxes. And then you can change the colors for all these boxes and stuff too. I usually don't use boxes. I don't know, I don't like it as much. And then they got name with a nice little font here. You can't change the size of it or the color for that, I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't know. They also got health, which they have health bar, health number, and then they also have a both option. And I think the bar goes from top to bottom. Yeah, you can see that right there. It goes, oh, that was the aimbot. Whoops. There we go. Top to bottom. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. And it's also got a nice opacity setting so you can see through it a little bit. That's pretty nice. Then they got weapon show active. You can see under their name, right there you see bayonet. And then they got show all. And what show all will do is have a list of every single weapon that they have, and then the one that they have active, like the one that they're using, will be highlighted in green. This also shows nades, so it's pretty good for like MMHVH and stuff like that. And they got skeleton. You can't change the color for it, but well, you can see it's a skeleton. You can see them through the walls and stuff. It's pretty legit. Then they got hitboxes. You could have it just set to white. This is basically like shit on your FPS type champs thing. And then they also got like color, so like torso would be like minimal, like decent damage, better than hitting them in the chest. And then head would be red, as in like high damage, you know. You kind of get the point, you know. Let's turn that off. Where is that? Oh, and then they also got Oh, this is for champs. Where's hitbox? Off. They got head spot, so from like a distance you can see where their head would be. This is like pretty good for like legit play. If you don't want like wall hacks on, you could just turn on that. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can understand me. Let's do peek/spray walls. So if you wanted to play legit, you could just like have that on and you wouldn't really be like tempted to look at them through the wall. But you could still line up your crosshair where their head would be, you know? So you have like good crosshair placement. It's pretty cool, I guess. Let's just turn that back off for now. We'll probably end up turning that back on. What else do they got? They got aim spots, which is actually pretty cool. This shows all the possible locations for the aiming for the legit bot. And if you have aimbot set to nearest, it'll show like where you'll aim. If, yeah, you know, you toggle on your aim. So if you pay attention to the aim spots right now, you should see them start to go away, I think. So I just turned off legs, now I turned off arms, stomach, chest, head. So yeah. That's basically what that does. It's pretty cool. I usually use that when I'm playing legit. I don't know why I like it with chams. It's just a weird thing, I guess. And then for chams, they got color, of course, and you can also just turn it off. Then they got material, which a lot of people like using material chams, because if you set it to like, if you set the chams color to let's just say white, it like makes them really bright. And if you set it to like black, it looks like oil spill, kind of. I don't know, some cool stuff. Let's just change that back to there. And then they also got a lot of other settings. They got like color wireframe, which is kind of a cancer thing. Matte wireframe, which if I get closer, you can see what that really looks like. I don't know, that looks kind of cool. And then they also got some other stuff like invisible. You can just render people invisible if you'd like, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but I mean, hey. What happens if I do this and then that? I don't know, maybe. Maybe some people would want that for some reason. I don't know. They also got, I think this won't work if I have chams on, they got glow hacks, glow ESP. It is a bit flickery, like Insanity Cheats glow ESP looks a little bit less flickery than this, but I mean like their glow ESP is pretty solid, to be honest. Like this is better than a lot of free cheats and stuff. I like it. I don't really use glow anymore, but it still looks nice. I like the color too. Has C4, if one of them had C4 on them, you'd see like has C4, which is pretty cool. Has diffuser. I don't think they have diffusers. No, they don't, so you can't see that either. Competitive rank, it says unranked. Let's see, armor, it'll show their armor, and if I had health on, that would make sense, kind of. Health bar. Yeah, what they should do is also add like a health number. Like if for health you could, or for, they should add an armor number. For health you could have the number and both, like this. They should have like an armor thing right here. But anyways, let's turn that off. And then barrel, this is kind of cancer. Because since all the bots are like targeting me, you can see that they're looking at me. And I don't know, this is pretty cool. It looks like a Go TV type thing. I think this is used mostly for HVH. I really would never use this in legit. I don't know anyone that does, to be honest. Some weird things about the filter settings. I think it's broken right now, but if you put on sounds and then you have like box ESP, I don't know if it's sounds or what it is. Maybe like name. I don't know. It just bugs out when you have. Maybe I had all on. Yeah, I don't know. It is so buggy. Like, it just gets super weird with like certain settings on, so just be wary of that. Visible only, it sounds just like what it would actually be. Let's turn on peek/spray walls. Oh, maybe visible only doesn't work. Let's turn off weapons, characters, find and C4 grenades. Visible only. No, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to do because it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know. That's weird. So let's turn that off. Let's also turn off peek/spray walls. Alright, let's see here. Oh, so they also got like weapons and stuff for this. This is pretty cool. I like to use grenades and planted C4, characters, weapons. That's about it. And then they got some cool stuff here like crosshair. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to close my menu. They also got crosshair. So you can't really tell because I have my crosshair on as well, but Aimware has their own crosshair. Then they got a Recoil Crosshair. A lot of people like to use this because it also shows the spread of the weapon and how far the spread could go. But it shows where your bullets are most likely going to land, which is nice. It's helpful with ops because if like this close, and you want to make sure that 99% of the time you're going to hit him, or maybe like this close, you know, because right here you can tell you're probably not going to hit the person. You'd have to get a lucky shot to hit them. Alright, let's turn that off. Radar, a lot of people like to use radar. I don't like it. What you can do is change the radar size to be huge or massive or small. I just don't use radar. You could also change the radar range too, so like if you want to do something like this for some reason, I don't know, huge map, you can do that. No visual recoil. This isn't a lot of cheats. You've probably seen it before. No one uses this for legit, only for rage. If you have RCS on or you're controlling your recoil manually, it looks disgusting. A lot of things that this cheat, or another thing that this cheat has pretty cool settings on is no sky and night mode. What night mode? If I was on like a Valve server right now or a normal map, it would look like it's nighttime. Like it's basically just essentially like colored walls, but it looks really cool. Anti-screenshot, if I took a screenshot you wouldn't see ESP or the menu or anything at all. Anti-OBS, sounds like just what it's supposed to do. I could see like the names above their heads. I'm not using OBS to record this, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if I was using OBS you wouldn't be able to see any of the ESP options. It is a really cool feature. Visuals toggle key, if you want to be able to toggle visuals on and off, you could do that with just a little keybind. A lot of people like to use that with wall hacks. Hand champs, I've actually secretly had this on the whole time, I didn't realize. Just change the color of your hands. I like to use it with material. Let's see here. Weapon chains, you can do the same thing. Material, I don't like that. That's gross. I've seen it in a lot of configs, like W7 Russ's config, he has that. I know that. Third person, you could, for some reason, make it this far. You can basically have like a top-down camera. But yeah. So, oh, no, not that. There we go. UFOV, this is like, you could change your view, you know. You could tell what this does. I don't have to explain this, really. This is terrible. I'd never use this. Alright. View model FOV, this is just this. I don't know why I did that. Let's just keep it at 120 for the rest of the video. Honestly, if you guys have this, like the view model FOV in like a thumbnail, like fully to the max, you'll get a lot of views just because people are gonna see it and be like, what the hell? How did the guy do that? You know? One thing that's really cool about the part 2 in their ESP settings, goddamn, is it'll draw is flashed, is scoped, is reloading, and the damage. See, you guys have been, every time I shoot someone, it shows the damage above their head. That's like my favorite option that they have. I don't know. And then scope remover, they have some cool settings for this too. This is basically like Kadua hook, I think, where like you could see the lines, or you could just have it so it's like this. But honestly, I would always keep on plus lines. One thing that sucks about this is you can't double scope, so I only use that for like raging most of the time. And then grenade tracer, it sounds exactly like what it would do. It just traces your grenade lines. So now that I went through every single visual settings, it took way too long. I'm going to try to make the rest of this video pretty fast. They got speed hack, doesn't really work. Slow motion does work, surprisingly. I think it's just like, I don't know, it's really cool, I kind of like it. It doesn't really serve any point, but yeah. Fake lag, you could use this for legit settings if you want, but it would just make you look like an absolute douchebag, and you should really only use it for rage hacking. Name stealer, team only. Oh, let me switch that to enemy only. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it's because I'm in a bot match, I don't know. Auto strafer, you could change this to silent. They got a lot of settings. The ones I'd recommend using is silent or sideways. Yeah, I like sideways a lot. A lot of people use sideways for HVH for some reason, I don't know why. Retract speed doesn't really do much at all. I don't recommend changing it from 2.0. Don't turn on ground strafe, pointless. And then for the rest of this, restrictions, if you're playing normally, you're going to want to turn on anti-untrusted just to make sure you never get untrusted banned with any features. But right now, for the sake of this video being not cancerous, I'm going to keep it on none. Menu key, you could change it from insert to any key you want. Whatever you do not set this to like escape or left click, because that would just be the dumbest thing you could possibly do. They got auto jump, which is just bunny hop. That's what that is. And then they got edge jump. What that does is, let me show you guys. Boxes. Alright. Can I get on top? I don't think I can. Hold on. Crates. Where are the crates? Alright. Hopefully I can get on top of these. Well, hopefully you guys know what edge jump is. I can't show you that. So yeah, I can't really show you that at all. Duck jump, I think when you're bunny hopping, it crouches for you. Yeah, that's what it does. Just take my word on it. Bypass client side, not really sure what that does, just unless you're trying to do some trickery shit on some servers, don't turn that on. Air stuck, this is very simple stuff. You turn it on and you get stuck in the air. It's all it does. You could use this for a teleport glitch, it's pretty cool. Chat spam, slow, or fast. Fast doesn't seem to be working. What the hell? Name spam doesn't seem to be working. Invisible name. Invisible name. Sweet. Knife bot. Let's turn it on. It's pretty simple. This would show you flicking on anyone else's screen. What you would be doing is flicking right now to the enemy, but for some reason it's not doing that on your screen. It's like a silent aim thing. For legit play, what you would want to do is set this to trigger. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Auto jump bug, I'm not really sure what this does. I know what it does is makes you like jump twice, but I don't know why it's called auto jump bug, and I don't really want to fuck around with that because I'm not sure what happens. Auto accept match, if you're queuing for a match and you want to go AFK, go get some food or something while you're queuing, you turn this on and it'll automatically accept for you. Mini jump, this is kind of cool. It also kind of crouches for you and it looks really weird and it's fun to troll with. Log events, it logs your events. Sidewalk, I'm not sure what it does. Player list, shows the list of players. You can correct them with their anti-aims and stuff. I don't use it because I'm bad at HVH. Show spectators, you can see your spectators. Skin changer, they have a whole skin changer menu. It's very simple. If you want to get Aimware, you can see what that's like. Colors, I already explained this. Basically, you could basically just like change all the ESP settings right here. And then this is where you change all of your Aimware color settings. So let me just make something really weird here. I've seen this on the forums before, I think. Just a nice little color setting. It looks kind of gross. I don't know. I kind of like it. Let's just load my config back in so we have a normal one. And then settings, you could save a new config, refresh a config. I don't know what that actually does. It refreshes it. Rename a config. Save it, load it, reset it, and delete it. And then you could import it from clipboard, so you could copy and paste someone's config, and then you could export it from to clipboard, so I could export my config right now if I wanted to. And then hotkeys, you could bind hotkeys to make new to like select a new config just by clicking a button. So that's Aimware, guys. I could have gone way more in depth, believe me. There's a lot more that I left out, especially with the rage bot. I never really got into this, and then the legit bot, I never got into it either, and how to make a good legit settings. If you guys want to see more videos about Aimware, please let me know, because this is probably my favorite cheat to do videos with. I know I used to do a lot of them in the past, and it was really fun. MMHVH and all that. And legit settings for this cheat is just so nice. This is definitely my favorite cheat. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. If you did like the video, please leave a like. It helps me a lot. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.